Hey Cowboys Nation, welcome back to the channel, your go-to spot for all the latest and greatest news on the Dallas Cowboys. If you're passionate about this team and hungry for the inside scoop, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on any updates. Today we have a huge development that has Cowboys fans buzzing with excitement and optimism. The Dallas Cowboys have officially secured Brian Burns, one of the NFL's premier pass rushers, to lead their defensive resurgence. This isn't just another signing, it's a potential game changer that could elevate the Cowboys' defense from good to elite and possibly push them over the edge in their quest for a Super Bowl title. Brian Burns is a name that resonates with fear and respect across the league. Drafted in the first round of the 2019 NFL Draft by the Carolina Panthers, Burns has established himself as a relentless force off the edge. His combination of speed, power, and technical skill makes him a nightmare for offensive linemen. Standing 6'5" and weighing around 260 pounds, Burns possesses the perfect blend of size and athleticism for a modern defensive end. From his rookie year, he made waves by tallying an impressive 10.5 sacks, signaling to the league that he was a player to watch. Since then, Burns has continued to build on that success, consistently being among the top pass rushers year after year. His ability to disrupt plays, force turnovers, and change the course of games is exactly what the Cowboys have needed to bolster their defense. Now, why is this signing so important for Dallas? Over the last few seasons, the Cowboys have been widely recognized for their explosive offense led by stars like Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, but their defense has often been a weak spot. Despite having some talented players on the defensive side, the team has struggled with consistency, especially in generating pressure on opposing quarterbacks. Pressure on the quarterback is one of the most critical elements of a dominant defense, and the Cowboys ranked outside the top 20 in sacks last season, a statistic that doesn't bode well when you're trying to compete with some of the NFL's most potent offenses. Even with dynamic talents like Micah Parsons, who is an incredible hybrid linebacker / edge rusher, Dallas lacked the depth and sustained pass rush needed to truly shut down opponents. By adding Brian Burns, the Cowboys are addressing that glaring weakness head on. This signing sends a clear message that Dallas is serious about competing at the highest level and is willing to invest in defensive talent to match their offensive firepower. It's not just about acquiring a star player, it's about how Burns fits into the bigger picture. Defensive coordinator Dan Quinn runs a scheme that perfectly suits Burns' skill set. Quinn's 4-3 defense relies heavily on dominant edge rushers who can pressure the quarterback without heavy blitzing. Burns, who has played defensive end in a 4-3 scheme with Carolina, is familiar with this system, making his transition smoother. Pairing Burns with Micah Parsons creates a terrifying duo for opposing offenses. Parsons can roam and cover, blitz, or set the edge, while Burns specializes in beating offensive tackles with speed and power. This matchup nightmare forces offenses into tough decisions every snap. Do they double team Burns and risk leaving Parsons one-on-one, or do they try to contain Parsons and leave Burns to wreak havoc? The Cowboys now have a flexibility and versatility on defense that few teams can match, allowing them to disguise pressures, confuse offensive lines, and force mistakes. Let's talk numbers and highlights, because Burns' impact isn't just theoretical, it's proven on the field. Over his 4 NFL seasons, Burns has accumulated more than 30 sacks, which puts him among the elite pass rushers in the league. Beyond just sacks, Burns excels at generating quarterback hits and forced fumbles, key metrics that indicate disruptive playmaking ability. For example, Burns has a knack for stripping the ball and causing turnovers, which can completely change the momentum of a game. Watching his highlight reel is like seeing a masterclass in edge rushing. His speed around the edge, power moves, and relentless motor make him one of the most exciting defensive players to watch. For the Cowboys, having that kind of player on defense means more than just numbers. It means the ability to swing games and create those crucial plays that can lead to wins in tight contests. This signing is also about the future. Adding Burns doesn't just help the defense immediately, it impacts how the entire unit performs. When you have a player who can consistently pressure the quarterback, it elevates the play of everyone else on the field. The secondary benefits because quarterbacks have less time to throw, leading to more interceptions and broken plays. Linebackers can make more tackles and roam freely without worrying as much about being exposed in coverage. Even the defensive tackles see less double team attention because the edge rushers are commanding so much respect. This ripple effect makes the Cowboys' defense more balanced and more dangerous as a whole. Yeah, in essence, Burns' arrival helps to complete a puzzle, bringing the Cowboys' defense into alignment with their offensive prowess. There's also a human side to this story that fans love. Burns is known not just for his ability on the field, but for his leadership and work ethic off it. Reports from coaches and teammates highlight his commitment to constant improvement and his team-first attitude. He's the kind of player who pushes everyone around him to be better, which is exactly what a team like Dallas needs. Micah Parsons, who has quickly become the defensive leader, has already expressed excitement about playing alongside Burns. That chemistry between two star players in the locker room often translates to better communication and trust on the field, which is essential for a defense that relies on coordination and timing. The reaction from fans and analysts has been electric. Social media exploded with excitement as the news broke, with fans praising the front office for making a bold move in free agency. Analysts across the sports world have called this one of the smartest acquisitions this offseason, noting how Burns fits the Cowboys' needs perfectly and enhances their defensive capabilities dramatically. Even rival teams have taken notice, with some reportedly concerned about how this new defensive combination will affect the balance of power in the NFC East and beyond. The Cowboys are sending a message like they're not just relying on offensive fireworks anymore. They're building a complete team ready for deep playoff runs. Looking ahead, the real test for Brian Burns and the Cowboys defense will come during training camp, preseason, and the regular season. Integrating a star player like Burns into the defense isn't always instantaneous. It takes time to develop chemistry, refine techniques, and adjust to new schemes. But given Burns' experience and previous system familiarity, expectations are high that he'll settle in quickly. The coaching staff will likely adjust their playbook to maximize his strengths. More stunts, twists, and creative blitzes designed to put Burns in the best position to succeed. And fans can expect some epic battles within the NFC East, where the Cowboys' new defensive firepower will be tested against some of the league's top offenses. Ultimately, this signing represents a shift in the Cowboys' identity. For years, Dallas has been known more for its offensive juggernaut than its defense, but adding Burns signals a renewed commitment to building a balanced, dominant team. It's a statement that the Cowboys are not just content with making the playoffs. They want to contend for a Super Bowl, and they know that defense wins championships. Brian Burns brings the talent, the attitude, and the proven track record needed to lead that charge. Cowboys Nation, what do you think? How do you see Brian Burns fitting into the team? Do you think this signing will push the Cowboys defense to elite status? Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below, because this is a conversation that's just getting started. Don't forget to like this video if you're excited about Burns joining the Cowboys, and share it with your fellow fans to spread the word. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming breakdowns and game previews as the season approaches. Until next time, keep that Cowboy pride shining bright. And here's to a season of defensive dominance with Brian Burns leading the charge.